and currently serving at RAF Coningsby. I've been in and around Lincolnshire for a few years now with the RAF, but prior to that I'm a Methodist minister. I was serving as a Methodist minister in the city here for 8 or 9 years, local to this area, so I've got a heart for Lincolnshire, and delighted to be here. So ever since we've had armed forces, we've had chaplaincy. And one of the great things that's going to be happening over the Festival of Chaplaincy weekend is on the Saturday there'll be a number of seminars that talk about the nature of chaplaincy. And one of our speakers is a priest, a member of the royal household, and he's coming to talk to us about the history of chaplaincy, and we're taking folk through, how it all started and where we are today as a result. So I strongly encourage you to go along to that one. Since the inception of the RAF, 1918, there has been chaplaincy. So when they were forming the squadrons initially, bringing it all together, one of the key things that they wanted to establish, at the very start of that organisation, was a chaplain profession. And so we've been there since the start with the RAF. Wherever our people have gone, we've gone. We get to live alongside, we get to wear the uniform, we're enculturated with the system. So we have kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And we have the privilege of talking to people every day who come to me and tell me how, I'm not religious, Padre. And I'll say, that's fine, neither am I. I'm a man of faith, so if you can cope with that, we can have a conversation. But people invite me into their lives because of the uniform I wear. And it's a tremendous privilege to walk alongside people whom we meet at their most joyful moments, but very often at their most vulnerable. And the challenges of service life are not easy. And so to have somebody like me who's there just to remind people that they're valued, that they're important, and to walk with them through the storms of life, as we're remembering on the chaplaincy weekend, I think is a tremendous privilege for me to be able to do, but also is seen by the organisation, the institution of the RAF, greatly values the work of chaplains. So much so, as I say, that the chaplaincy was installed right at its inception. So since 1918, the RAF has funded and resourced chaplaincy throughout. And one of the things that we want to achieve over the Festival of Chaplaincy weekend is an understanding, that many industries are funding chaplaincy, are contributing towards this vital work. And it's often hard to quantify what we do as chaplains. If you wanted us to put on a spreadsheet the results of our work, or try and demonstrate in numbers how the impact that we have, that's a challenge. But what you get time after time are testimonies of people whose lives have been brought out of the mire, who have been accompanied through some of the biggest challenges that they've ever faced, and who face a brighter future as a result of some engagement from somebody like Alan, somebody like me, somebody like Julie. And it's as I say, I use the word privilege, and I don't do so lightly, because it genuinely is a privilege to do so. So the weekend, the festival, we're celebrating chaplaincy in all its forms across the region. It's unique. There's nothing else happened like this as far as we're aware anywhere else in the UK. So wouldn't it be lovely if this sparked other festivals across the UK and encouraged other communities to celebrate too? And we're so grateful to the cathedral, because what better place to host this event than this beacon of light, this building here, which stands so proud in this city and for this region, and to bring people here on the Friday night for a dinner where we can engage with the themes of chaplaincy and celebrate all that chaplaincy offers. And then to invite people in free of charge on the Saturday for them to come and explore this wonderful building, but also, again, speak to people who do the job and to find out more about how chaplaincy might be able to help them and their lives. And then on the Sunday, we're so blessed because Dean has kindly allowed us an evensong service where we'll be celebrating again and asking a blessing upon the chaplains who work in this region. So I'm personally very excited about the weekend, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So anything you can do to spread the word would greatly benefit.